Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Pagan Kell. I'd like to talk today about the fact that it's March 4th and Trump isn't president. You kind of knew that was going to happen, didn't you? I mean, there were credible threats about plots to do this, that, and the other thing to Congress yesterday. QAnon members had put together this new fanciful delusion that since Inauguration Day was the 4th of March, way back when, it was changed because the period between losing power and taking power was too long. Too much time for a former president to do stupid stuff. Does that sound familiar? So they changed that. They moved it to January 20th, which I think is still too damn long. However, that was their premise, that on the 4th of March, the traditional day, Trump was going to take office and do who knows what to everybody. It didn't happen. I really expected at least some ancillary violence somewhere, but that didn't happen either. So do you see what I see? I raised 4 kids. And I know a temper tantrum when I see one. This is the conservative, Trump-loving, lie to me, singing Trump supporter America right here. They are in the middle of the aisle at Walmart, screaming and yelling and stomping their feet. My kids tried that about 1 time each. I did not put up with it. In America, we should not put up with this either. They are stupid. And the thought has been coming to me for the last several months that when stupid people, obviously, not arguably, obviously stupid, delinquent in the upstairs department, look at me for speaking what is rational and say, "Ha, you're stupid." You know what? That's a badge of honor. Just like that, you called me a deplorable. Yeah, well, I speak the truth. These people, this is what they do. We had a kid like this when I was growing up. His name was Kevin. His mommy raised him that he was perfect. The boy could do nothing wrong. Nothing. Not anywhere. Not at home. And he took full advantage of that. Man, nobody could do a temper tantrum like Kevin. In the principal's office, in front of the cops, eventually in front of the judge, because she raised him stupid. They got what comes of that. They really did. I watched him. I grew up with a kid. He went into jail throwing a temper tantrum. Didn't we just see that? The guy who put his feet up on Speaker Pelosi's desk is now screaming, "It isn't fair." He wants to go home. He didn't do anything wrong. It's his right. It's not his right. He and they and every one of them slap you and I and every other freedom-loving, democracy-loving American in the face. And I've had it up to here with their false equivalency, with their whining. Any one of my children could tell you exactly what I'm about to say. Get over yourself, Trump America. Nobody gives a shit. Is that blunt enough for you? Look, you made the try, but you didn't have the strength to do it right. And just like all the bullying and bluffing that you've been, oh, we're going to do this to you. Oh, we're going to do that to you. If you don't do what we want, you're going to do what? I see a bunch of whining. I see an awful lot of going to prison. I just read that the Justice Department is not going to offer plea bargains to any of the insurrectionists. They take it as it comes, and I like that. Not a single Republican voted for COVID-19 relief yesterday. Not one. They're making a political calculation that we're not looking. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm taking down names. You know what? I vote. And I've had it above my nose level with their racist, fascist, talking out the side of your damn neck bullshit. Am I going to be the only American that talks bluntly to these people? Look, Trump supporters everywhere. You're stupid as hell, but you're smart enough to realize the country has changed. What are you doing? Trying to stop people from voting. Hello? That might work for maybe one election, but people, everybody else is watching you do this. Do you think we won't react? Could you please grow one brain cell that is rational and understand we're going to react. We're going to push back against this. We're going to vote you into exactly what you fear. As it stands right now, if you tell me you are a Trump supporter, you are done for me. I don't want to have pleasant conversation. I will not offer you a cup of coffee. You are not welcome in my home. Take your shit and peddle it elsewhere. That's where I'm at. You tried to overthrow our government. There is a way to do that. Every 4 years, you are allowed to go vote. And the line is drawn at accepting the way it comes out. Every one of you are proving yourselves to be the person who stands at the side of a football game and says, well, we really won. We really won. They're lying. They're cheating. They're taking it from us. What a bunch of pansies. What a bunch of wimps. And yes, pansy is a pretty flower. Thank you. It wilts in the sunlight. Too hard. I'm not trying to be politically correct. My views on everything are open. I can't stand what I'm seeing. You people have no honor. Now, I understand that there is another political calculation. Well, people will forget. Give them 3 months of the news cycle and they'll forget. I'm not forgetting. I'm asking myself right now why so many insurrectionists are still allowed to sit in my legislature. And I'm wondering why they're not being charged. I want them charged. Okay, if you're doing investigations, and I see that they are, sure, take time. Get all your ducks in a row before you start pulling that trigger and sending these people to prison. But what I've got to say is trying to address their shame. That's wrong. Okay? Sometimes liberals, pagans, or otherwise, they get a set of rose-colored glasses on. Oh, deep down, everybody's really good. No. Deep down, some people are really bad. They are very bad, and you will not change them. You will not get them to do better by appealing to any sense of shame. It's not in them. Quit wasting your time. Understand that these are the sort of people who will go for your jugular every time while smiling at you. And as soon as they've done the deed to you, they will turn around and say, you caused them to do it. Wake up, man. Wake up. I mean, I see some hopeful signs. I do. This whole right-wing bullshit was spreading across the world, but it sure got nipped in the bud. It's getting beat back down where it belongs in a cesspool. No more time for it. We've got business of governing to take care of. It's got to be done. Okay? Look, wear your Trump hat or not. How do I say this delicately? I can't think of a delicate way to say it, and I'm not your most delicate type person. Fuck off. The rest of us will do what's right. Arizona, Texas, whatever, waste your time. Waste your time. Good people are building efforts to make sure it's the last amount of public time you waste. We're hoping to see Texas go blue. Mississippi. Can you believe it or not? Mississippi. People are starting to ask the question, is that going to change? Well, I don't know, conservative or not. Conservative or liberal, how can you look at this childish, self-centered, greedy behavior and even fake respecting it? Come on, people. If this doesn't disgust you, like I said, don't sit down at my booth at a coffee shop. I don't want you there. Go away. I don't care who you are, family, whatever. If you chose Trump's side, the side of racism, fascism, hate, greed, corruption, come on. I'm not saying anything that everybody doesn't know. Blatantly being slapped in the face by these people and told to take it. If you accept that, then you're not my kind of people. You're just not. There is no accepting that. I never will. Do I look like an accepting type of person? Very much so, but not for things that are dishonorable. I don't accept dishonor. Honor and respect, they go hand in hand. These people respect no one, but they scream for respect while they're having their temper tantrum. Take them out in the parking lot, let them have their temper tantrum, give them a nice, hot, sunny space, smoke a cigarette, I don't anymore, drink a Pepsi. But let them have their temper tantrum, but just tell them, we don't care. We don't care. It's kind of funny. It's really funny watching how stupid they are. What's next, okay? What is next on their big delusional trip? They're already saying now, because Trump didn't come out as president, I've read some supposed Christian pastor, a female, saying Biden is going to start executing Trump supporters. Give me a break. Don't you people see they're grifting off of you? Fear is harsh. But when you face it, it gets a lot easier. Why don't you guys try facing it sometime? Maybe go out in the world and meet some of these people you're so desperately afraid of. Go find out they're pretty good people. They're very good people. They'll accept you when you won't accept them. That puts them right above in my book. Anyway, Joe Biden is still president. Kind of knew he would be. Nobody died. That's a little bit surprising. I think the wind's gone out of their sails. Bye-bye, MAGA. America was already pretty fucking great. We weren't exceptional. We're people just like everybody else. But we were pretty great. We can get great now that we've had this blister pop. I had a blister right here called racism, and it just popped. Fascism. We can look and see the soul of America. Well, get some alcohol, debride that, clean it up, put some Band-Aids, and let's move forward. We don't need to drag these people with us. About 40 years from now, they'll all be a gone generation anyway, just like you and I. Maybe you might be here 40 years from now. I expect to be dead. But I'm not dead yet, and what I'm seeing pisses me off. No to racism. No to Nazism. No to fascism. No to insurrectionists. It's time to stop letting them talk that junk. That's been a long-winded day. For me, that's all for today. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe and even share if you like what I had to say. I'm Kell. Remember, it's important because we are one world and we are one people. And this proves that we have got to start doing better. Thank you. Have a great day.